What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Four Collectors and another episode of the best of the best. And on today's episode, we're going to be highlighting the home run king, the hammer, Hank Aaron. They are the immortal icons who transcend the sport.
Swinging, there's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here.
Larger than life legends who inspired collections for the ages.
This is the Home Run Derby from 1959.
What happens when the game's biggest players
Bobby hits a drive into the gap in the left center field. There she is.
meet the hobby's biggest super collectors?
1968 3D.
That's where you'll find the best of the best. All right, guys. I have with me today Matt from the Card Story. He is a super collector of Hank Aaron. Welcome to the show, Matt.
Hey, thanks, Theo. Thanks. Appreciate you having me on.
Oh, no problem, man. I couldn't think of anybody better to do this player here. And if it's your first time watching the best of the best, this is going to be a year-by-year breakdown of the best players in baseball history. And basically, Matt was tasked with picking one card from each of Hank Aaron's playing days. And he also got to pick one card that's modern. And then he's going to have one time that was his hardest decision and 1 year where he would have had his dream card as that card, but he doesn't own that card yet. So it should be a lot of fun. I know that's a lot of stuff to go over, but just sit back. It's going to be a Hank Aaron showcase today. Was this hard for you, Matt, to pick one card per year?
Yeah, there were probably, I'd say 3 to 5 years that were pretty difficult, but we able to narrow it down. 1 year was especially difficult, as you mentioned. So
cool. So Aaron's run is from 1954 to 1976. So I believe that's 23 years of playing days. And then we have the one modern card. So we're going to have 24 different card showings plus the hard decision. So do you have all your cards ready to go, Matt?
good to go.
All right. Let's start off with 1954.
Yeah, no, this was a hard year for me to choose because, one of the companies that makes a lot of the regional cards in the mid 50s in Milwaukee was Johnson Cookies, which I really love that card. But I could not choose the card that won, best post-war rookie Hall of Fame on your Four Collectors channel, not once but twice. So had to go with the 1954 Topps Hank Aaron.
Such a classic rookie card. I can see why we voted it the best looking rookie card of the decade and of all time.
Yep. Happy to have that one in the collection.
So you said this is the hardest decision. So if it was the hardest decision, do you have the card you decided to bypass nearby?
Yeah, there's actually a couple of cards. Like I mentioned, the Johnson Cookies is the other one. I think it's just the picture, the color on the picture is just really nice. Kind of pops. So this was, again, they made cookies in the Milwaukee area or Wisconsin area back in the 50s. They issued cards from 53 to 55, and Aaron's only in 54 and 55. So, but yeah, obviously for those looking for a little more, I guess, scarce or rare, or it's still not rare, I would say, but a rarer card than the Topps. This one's not quite as plentiful, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, that is. I love that.
The other one I got recently, I won't show it, is the Spick and Span too, which is the dry cleaner card.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on to 1955.
All right, that's why I didn't choose the Spick and Span. I'm going to go with this other very recent pickup. We showed it on a live stream, but we haven't done a video with it or anything yet. This is the 1955 Spick and Span die cut.
Oh my gosh!
So it's the largest slab. I think it's probably 8 by 10 or so. I'm sure there's cutouts, right? But there's a couple of creases in it, but still really cool. It's obviously just cardboard blank back. But yeah, this small dry cleaning company makes some of the craziest cards. I think some of the nicest cards throughout the 50s and all the way through 1960 for Milwaukee Braves players.
So was there cardboard all the way up, and then somebody would actually take it out of there, or is that how it came?
I believe this is how it came.
Yeah. Oh wow! And then it like wraps at the bottom, so you could.
You can put this insert over here, and then literally you could have it stand up.
That's so cool! Wow.
I was really happy to get that one. This one's definitely tougher to find than like his 55 Topps or even the 55 Johnson Cookies or any other sets that are out there.
That's awesome. We're off to a good start here. Let's move on to 1956.
All right, so this card's tough because obviously, there's a bunch of issues I like in '56. I like the button from Topps they did, but I think this card just and I know Carlisle did a video a couple months back on this, but this card's got 3 Hall of Famers in it. So you got obviously Hank Aaron. This is the '56 Topps. Then you got Willie Mays has been confirmed to be the one sliding into home plate there.
Yeah,
and then you got Jocko Conlon behind the plate. So you got 3 Hall of Fame, I guess athletes, so maybe a stretch for the umpire, but like of 3 Baseball Hall of Fame members and the 1 card. So, and there's a white and gray back. I have both, but I was just going to show the white back for now. But yeah, the '56 Topps.
that's a great card. I don't know. It might be. Is that your? Do you think that's the best '56 Topps card in general, or do you think Mickey Mantle's card or
Clemente's? I mean, Clemente's not bad too, right? There's several really nice '56 Topps cards.
There are. All right, let's go to 1957.
All right, back to oddball. Going to be maybe an oddball run here a little bit, but or yes. So 57, they had the Swift meats. I don't have a ton of the backstory on this. I know there were a lot of hot dog and meat companies back in the 50s, Stallmeyer, Briggs Meat, etc. But I call this like the Dexter card because all the various pieces. You could effectively take all these pieces out and assemble, like, again, a little stand-up Hank Aaron figure. Fortunately for me, this person didn't take that option to do it, and so I have an intact version. But these are a little tougher to find, but they're really nice. I think just a really cool, it's almost 70 years old now, but just a really cool card to have. So happy to pick that one up.
Yeah, that thing is gorgeous. I can't believe that it's that low of a grade. It's almost perfect.
It looks pretty nice. Again, my eye is not as good as it used to be, but it looks pretty good to me.
All right, 1958.
All right. 58. Look, a lot of people said this is what the '56 Bowman would have been if they wouldn't have gone into business, but this is the '58 Hires root beer.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one without the tab. So they have the one that has like the tab coming out the bottom that actually got stuffed into like the 6-pack of root beer bottles. But yeah, there's the Hank Aaron. Again, it's cool because they had the card number is his jersey number, which I like that. Just like the Johnson Cookies was. I didn't mention it, but it's 44 on the back of this one. So one day I'll get the one with tab, but for now I have this one. Happy to have it in the collection. Little novel cards.
Some guys like it better without the tab, like you.
Yeah, I think the people that aren't big fans of oversized prefer this copy, right? But I prefer the oversized cards if I can find them. So, but I'm happy to have this one too.
That's awesome. Yeah, it presents really nice. I love that card. All right, 1959, Matt.
Yeah, I felt a little bit of obliged to show this one. I think it was in the intro that everyone just saw a minute ago that Theo put together. But the 1959 Home Run Derby, it's blank back. So these would have been given out like at automobile companies in the late 50s, like auto dealerships. And it was obviously in reference to the Home Run Derby TV show that was recorded in late 59, aired in the summer of 60. And Hank actually won the most episodes of that. He won 6 episodes. He won 6 and 1. And won the most money of anyone during that show. But yeah, really cool card. I was lucky to find this one on Net54 right after I started collecting Hank, and I immediately bought it. I reached out to the person and bought it immediately. So I didn't really negotiate a price very well. So, but
when you first showed me that card, I actually went on YouTube and I watched some of the replays because I think didn't they end up showing those on like ESPN Classic or something at some point?
Yeah, they were on twice. They did like a run in the late 80s. That's where I first saw them when I was growing up. And then they did them again like in the late 90s, early 2000s on ESPN. And then, yeah, to your point, the YouTube has every episode out there for free. You can watch it right now.
And it's really awesome because in between when the batter's in the dugout, they'll interview him a little bit and then they'll keep changing. So you kind of hear interviews from the best players ever, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I really like the Banks, Kayla, and they're all, they had a lot of star talent in there. And obviously, to your point, the interviews were great. Like, it wasn't huge, deep conversation because they were pretty quick because someone may have struck out 3 times in a row or got 3 outs in a row. But it's just nice how much they kind of revered one another and talked each other up about certain things about their swing or about their game. And I thought that was really nice. Like, not sure that would happen these days. I don't know. Hopefully it would, but I'm skeptical.
Yeah, I think what I read was it was filmed in California and basically they could like make more money on the show than they could with their contract for the team. Like it was like I guess nowadays you couldn't tempt a player with that, that much more over their contract like they did. Like it was a genius idea at the time. It was really cool.
Yeah, they did it in the Wrigley Field. That was in the LA version of the Wrigley Field, so not the one we know of in Chicago where the Cubs play. But yeah, you're 100% right. It's just really cool. They try to make they use that field because they wanted the left field and right field to be the same depth, so for as much equality as possible, depending on the batter,
Yeah.
the hit right or left-handed, right? So I thought that was it was just a really well done show. I mean, yeah, like a little corny, right? Because they don't, they don't say a whole lot in the phrase. You kind of get a little bit of period phrases too that you wouldn't say these days, right? But
Yeah.
it's a fun watch. If you haven't watched an episode, definitely recommend it.
All right, 1960.
1960. All right, so this is the year. There's a card I want, but again, I don't want to slight Mr. Moynihan, baseball collector. But I did get this from Mike off. I think he picked these up from his chasing cardboard journey. But this is the 1960 McGregor. But there's other card that I really want that I don't have yet that I'm looking to get here soon. But hopefully, it's Strongsville next month.
Yeah, that's a great image. So those were advertisements for the gloves, right?
Exactly, for the equipment. They would either be like something you pick up, like I don't know if the stores they had in the day, like if you went to like a Dick's Sporting Goods, they might have these laying out. Like when you pick up a glove, they just give it to you at the cash, like the register or whatever, right?
Yeah, makes sense. They're so cool. All right, let's move on to 1960. Oh, 1960 was was your dream card, right?
Dream card, yeah. And so I don't have it yet for Hank, and I'm going to cheat and maybe show a different card, but I want the Lake to Lake for Aaron, so I'm going to show. I have the Spawn one. It looks like this for those that haven't seen it. But yeah, they were on a milk. They put them on the milk carton, so a lot of them have staple holes. And then there was a redemption offer in the back where you could get like a pen and pencil, a cap, or even 2 tickets to a Braves game. So again, it was a regional thing in Milwaukee, but really want one of those. And I know Rick just showed it recently in one of his videos. He showed it a few times, and I'm like, oh, I really want that. I really want that for Hank Aaron. So I'll definitely be on the lookout for one of those soon. It's definitely one I've been eyeing for a while. Just haven't had a chance to get one. That looks nice.
Yeah, I'll have it up on the screen for everybody as you talked about it there. So let's
Perfect.
let's move on to 1961.
All right, you might have guessed this one too, Theo. We have this in common, I think. But the big old Manny's Land. I love this. I don't know. Another one of the ones I saw on eBay and picked up immediately. So Manny's Land was like I'm assuming like some kind of like athletic. They kind of probably sold like the like the non-approved shirts and merchandise and whatnot. But it was near the Yankee Stadium, and it was open from like the 50s through like I think the 70s or 80s until the owner retired and moved to Florida. But these were just photographs that they were sold in their store, and so like I think the only one that actually recognized by PSA is the 61 issue because they had a whole set of them that were issued. But there are other ones from the 50s that people claim they got at Manny's Land or were offered through Manny's Land. But yeah, really like that picture of them. And just I love again the oversized cards. It's probably the theme here, I guess, right? But they're just the unusual items you don't see every day. So that one's a relatively low population, maybe less than 10, I think for sure, at least in terms of graded, right?
Yeah, it's so cool that the best part about it is some of the images they picked are very like unique that you don't see on any other cards and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool because Top sometimes repeats, images and things like that. So you're kind of used to them, but it's really cool that they pick different photos. So
yeah, no, that's what I thought as well. Like, yeah, 54 through 56 Tops is all the same for Aaron as an example, right? So
yeah,
they did it for other players too.
1962.
All right, 62. So back to Tops, but a subset or insert set, the Tops Bucks.
Nice.
So I really like this. I know it's kind of an unusual item. It's kind of quirky, but these are really hard to get in pretty decent grade. I mean, they're because a lot of times they were folded. This one actually, it doesn't state on the slab that it's unfolded, but there's no fold in this one because I think they were usually folded and put into packs. So I'm not sure if some snuck out the back door or how the provenance of this one, but yeah, I really liked having those. I know I got one for Spawn too. So they're just kind of eclectic little things. It reminds me of being a kid, right? Like a Monopoly money kind of thing. So I like it.
Yeah, it's hard to find them well centered too. They're usually off center pretty bad for.
Yeah, mine's got a tilt, but it's not terrible. Like it's still okay, but it's got a tilt. You can see it going down this way, right, a little bit. But yeah, they're definitely hard to find well centered for sure.
Yeah, that's a great pick. All right, 1963.
All right, combo cards. I like those too. So here's one with Mr. Banks and Mr. Aaron. So Power Plus from Topps, just again a subset part of the main Topps run that year. But yeah, showing two of the best in the NL at the time, right? So Topps had a bunch of these combo cards, so it's hard to choose. He's obviously on 1/64 with Mays, with Mays. So but yeah, it's one at least have one of those in the presentation today.
It's a great choice, and if anybody's watching, that's a very affordable Hank Aaron card to get with 2 Hall of Famers. So I love that card. It's a great one.
Yep. And the next one, Theo, I got to for 64, I got to put a fill in. I'm working on a submission for the some of the 60s and 70s special PSAs running. So my stand-up's on its way to PSA, but here's the in 2011 they did like a reprint set of they call like the Topps lineage, but obviously it's the same concept of like the yellow and green background that I know you and I both really like. And of course, we bought our stand-ups together last year at the National in Chicago, which makes it really special too. So definitely looking forward to get that one in a holder and add to the registry.
Yeah, I love the stand-up set. All right, so let's go on to 1965.
All right, had to put a little bazooka in here. Trying to spare it up a little bit. This is a 65 bazooka.
I love it.
Some years are tougher than others. This one's kind of in the middle. Obviously, there's a late 50s bazooka that was the same year as the Home Run Derby, so that one wasn't able to be chosen. And I have a few other ones and some complete boxes, but this one is really like the pitcher because he's swinging. A lot of times he has a glove, so I wanted to pick one where he's swinging the bat, which is what he's mostly known for, right? So
that's great. Bazooka cards are awesome.
Yep.
All right. But you left out the 1960s bazooka card. What that you just reminded me about that, right?
Or the 1959 bazooka?
Yeah, 59. Yeah, the big one. Yeah,
I did because we've done that. I did. It would have been tough not showing the Home Run Derby card with the intro, like I said.
I know.
I have it here if you want to see it or not, but let me know. But
all right, let's flash it up there on the screen. You just made me think about it.
Yeah, they're really nice, and they're definitely probably the scarcest year to pick them up, and especially when any kind of numerical grade. Even this one has a qualifier because it's writing on the back. But
yeah,
someone got this set of 8 of these for $1. At least that's what they're asking for. Whenever this was sold, someone just wrote that on the back of the cardboard. But yeah, really nice. A lot of these are really poorly cut normally, so happy to add that one. But definitely cheating now.
Yeah, sorry, I brought it up, so it's
no, I did. You're good.
Allowed. It's my favorite year for bazooka, even though Clemente didn't have a card. So
yeah, they're really nice. They go again, oversized cards. I like them a lot.
1966.
All right, so this one I was fortunate. This one's I guess a world premiere. I haven't shown this one on the channel yet. I picked it up on Sunday at the Dallas Card Show. Wow. Been looking for one of these for a while, and I focused on the front. Anyone that's got any kind of Venezuela cards knows the back of these can be torturous at best because a lot of times they're put into books or journals or whatever, right? Or scrapbooks. So this one's no different. The front looks decent. It's obviously off center, but this is the 66 Venezuela. But the back is what you'd expect if you saw the front. It looked decent, and then you get the back you get a 1. It's the back's got some damage, but how can you beat having Clemente, Aaron, and Mays on one card, right? So
unbelievable.
Happy to pick that one up.
I think it's the best multiplayer card out there. So if you ever upgrade that, you know who to call, right?
Definitely. You got to cross the SGC, but yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah. All right, 1967.
All right. I picked the pinups from 67 Topps. Again, we've shown enough base cards. I can't remember if I have any more or not, but I'm trying to show some of the stuff you may not see every day. So this is the Topps pinup. They did it. There's one in 68 of Peach that looks just like it, but obviously from Canada. But mine's okay shape. I mean, obviously they were folded and put into packs, but just a real cool issue. And obviously just having the bigger picture of Aaron, I like that. So
yeah, I love the pinups. I think people don't collect them enough.
Yeah, that was like under $100 in a 5, right? And the grading fee is like $50, right? So I felt free almost.
Gotta love the oversized pricing.
Yeah, exactly. Not for everybody, but I like it. I'll take advantage of it.
1968.
All right. Speaking of oversized, another one here. The Topps Action All-Stars. So these came in a long sheet. You could actually, I can't remember if you could maybe tell down here. There's like the perforations. There's like several sheets that are together. There's one of like the player, then the one with 3 players. I like the big solo one just with him. It's kind of a quirky picture. Obviously, he's got his number written under his hat. I guess to make sure no one else uses his hat. But I don't know. I really like just all the different oddball issues that Topps tested out over the years. So
yeah, it's so cool. I can't wait to get to Clemente one day.
Yep. No, you definitely. I can't wait for you to get it too. Hopefully it'll be stronger, but we'll see.
Great set. 1969.
All right. I want to get one of these in. I only have 2 cards from this issuer, but got to get a cons in here, right? And I picked the one that was a little more colorful. So this is a 69 cons. This is the small wiener version. They had a large and a small version. So not the greatest condition, but just wanted to have one because I think they're just really nice and really cool. Against not regional, but just a quirky issue from a hot dog company. And they made it like the late 50s through like I think their 69 was last year if I recall. But
yeah, and I do like how these ones have the yellow and the red and the blue, the coloring.
I do too. It feels very period, right? Like it definitely feels like 60s.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great pick. All right. 1970. We're in the 70s now.
We're making it. Yeah, long career, longevity, right? All right. So another interesting issue from Topps. These Topps Supers. I love these. I need to get one in hand because I know they're really thick and I don't have an appreciation for it, but like love the back on this one with the yellow and blue. I have the proof of this one too, but this is the one with the rounded. This is like the normal issue from 1970. I need the 69 still, but I have the 71, so almost there.
Yeah, that's a great choice. Great image of Aaron there.
Yeah,
I love it. On to 1971.
Yep, another somewhat recent pickup. I showed it on the live stream, I think, too. But finally got my Milk Duds in order, so I got the Milk Duds complete box from 71 for Aaron.
Nice.
Another. I hate to use the word impulse every time, but like saw this one and knew it was going to be mine. I put an offer in and I waited maybe 8 or 10 minutes and decided I wasn't going to risk losing it. So happy to pick up a complete box.
Did Milk Duds put the price on those by chance or no?
No, I don't see a price or anything.
Yeah, I was wondering because the bazooka boxes a lot of times have how much you charge them, but I'm guessing they let the retailer decide. That's awesome.
Yeah, no. Yeah, again, not the most aesthetically pleasing, right? But I just a cool item, right? So
yeah, I love that thing. All right, 1972.
All right, had to get a little more Canada in here. So I mentioned the pinup. I didn't show it, but here's just the 72 OPG.
Okay.
It was tough not to pick the 71. I know we both share our love for the back of the 71s. I know it's one of your favorite pickups you have for Clemente, but just like all the OPG, I'm just trying to get the backs just pop a little different. Almost like a Tiffany for the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
It was richer backs, but yeah, so that's just the 72 issue. Again, I'll try to find some ones where he's swinging poses for Aaron for a lot of these items too.
Yeah. Great choice. Cool. All right, 1973.
All right, another fun thing Topps tried to do, and again, I wish I had the 1970 version of this as well, but they did these candy lids where they'd be, on top of like bubble gum, pieces of little bubble gum inside. I'm assuming it's almost like the packages you see now at the register for like the big old extras or whatever, but this would be the lid on it. So literally you have to peel the lid off carefully and make sure you don't destroy it and hold on to these, right? So a lot of these aren't the highest grade because of that, but just happy to have one of these in the collection. I got the proof for this one too, but that's not the. It's just it's all it is bordered by the greens just all the way to the edge of the card, so you're not missing much.
Yeah, it's surprising that those aren't more plentiful, but maybe the candy was more regional. Like I wonder why they, you know what I mean? If they were on every single lid, but I don't know. You would think they would be a little.
I'm not sure how big that set is either, to be honest, because again, it's one of the ones they don't number it. I haven't looked at I don't know if research know if it's like a 50-player set or is it 30 or. Yeah, you don't see a ton of them everywhere, right? So.
Yeah, they're more scarce than you would think with probably how easy they were to obtain. But I guess kids back then, a lot of them just threw them straight in the garbage because they probably said, this is literally a candy lid. Like what?
Yeah, what am I going to save this for, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Their mom or dad like, stop hoarding.
1974.
All right, so I got to pick this one. I know Ty's not with me today to do this countdown, but this is the first Aaron item we picked up. This is just the 74 Topps, just the base card, number one of the set. This one's unique. I'm sure most of you know. I know we talked about it on our channel a few times, but he hadn't quite broken the record yet. On the card, it shows he had 713 still to start the season after the 73 season concluded. So, but they already crowned him as the home run king at that point, too shy of passing Babe Ruth. But being the first card we picked up at a card show, Dallas card show, I guess 2 years ago this month, just means a lot to us. So, at least to me, I know it means a lot to Ty too. That's the one card he won't let me cross over for sure to PSA. So,
but I still think, even if it wasn't you guys' first card, I think it's a great card to have in this countdown because it signifies that the record being broken or about to be broken. So I think that's really cool. 1975.
All right, so I did have to go and pick it up because they did the one the one that truly said he broke the record, right? So this is a little quirky version of this is the Topps Mini. So card number 1, record breaker. So again, the other one was number 1 in the set too. In '74, they did the whole special run too. I forgot to mention where he did like 5 cards with a card from every year he had played at that point for Topps. So, but the minis are really fun. I love the '75. I know a lot of folks do, like Dylan, etc. But the mini cards especially, I really like those. So just happy to pick up one of these.
Nice. I like it. Classic. 1976, the last playing days.
Last playing day. All right.
Yep.
So trying to spread around the love a little bit. So I want to give some hostess in here.
Nice.
So this is a hostess panel from '76. So he's on here with David Bell and Stephen Braun, but it's just really nice. I mean, these are harder to find. You think that just because that people didn't cut them very well a lot of times, so they get a lot of authentics. So this one's cut pretty well, so I was able to get a 7. Not that grade matters a ton, but wanted to have a nice version of this. I need the '75. I bought it ungraded and I damaged it, so I need to get another one. But yeah, happy to get this in the collection.
Nice. Love the food issue.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Okay, so we are down to just a modern card. What modern card did you pick?
I picked the one that means a lot to me. Like obviously, Ty will probably have a difference of opinion. I know he likes some of the 2011 tops, like the cognac and some of those diamond, the platinum anniversary, or whatever. But I really like this autograph we picked up. Picked it up off of PWCC, but it was in 2021. It's on card, so obviously he passed away in January 21. So I'd like to think it's one of the last, few thousand autographs he probably did at the end there. But just happy to have. We only have 2 on-card autographs, I guess, this being one of them. So I love the 72 design. I picked that one for the same card design for the O-Pee-Chee one from '72. So it's a really nice issue. All the heritage issues are fun. So, but yeah, just happy to have it. Just means a lot because, like I said, a lot of times it is stickers. They would have just used them from years prior, but I could tell this one's on card. So sadly, I know it's one of the ones you signed towards the end.
Yeah, I think as time goes on, I think the the fact that it's a pack pulled autograph, I think pack pulled autographs are going to hold a lot more weight in the future, especially with people faking autographs and things like that. And I do think, like you said, the provenance of it being the last year that he signed for Topps, I think that's really cool. That's a great card.
Yeah, they have a red version that's numbered to like 75 or something, right? Or whatever the year is, but that one's super expensive. This one's a lot more affordable.
Well, that was a fun countdown.
It was a lot of fun. Definitely appreciate having me on, Theo.
I think you showed everybody, just an amazing Hank Aaron collection. And you've only been collecting for 3 years, 2 years.
2 years for Aaron. Yep.
2 years. So I can't imagine after 2 more years what this countdown would look like with you. So I do want to say though, Matt's channel is going to be down there in the info. But obviously it's spelled THA Card Story. I would suggest checking out his channel. Him and Ty, father and son, they do an awesome job and they're collecting some amazing cards. So please check out his channel. I'll give you the last word, Matt. Do you have anything?
No, again, just really appreciate having me on. It was a lot of fun to kind of show some of the Aaron items. It's hard to pick one. I mean, this is a really cool concept, and obviously enjoyed watching Adam's episode with Mantle. So they can't wait to see the next few episodes of this. I know you teased some of the people in the intro. I'm assuming we're going to see that Clemente one at some point here, and so really looking forward to it. So thanks again for having me on, and obviously really enjoying the 4 collectors. Looking forward to the next trade night. Thank
you. All right, so guys, to end, as always, Matt is going to show us a tabletop display of the cards he just showed, and enjoy the tabletop display. And please subscribe to 4 Collectors and give us a like. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
Here's the pitch by Downing. Swinging. There's a drive into left center field. That ball is going to be out of here. It's gone. It's 7:15. There's a new home run champion of all time, and it's Henry Aaron.
Thought about you come a long ways, baby. It's from Mobile, Alabama, all the way to breaking one of the most prestigious records in baseball. I feel very proud of myself. I don't know how my mother ever got out of the stand, but I guess she was bent on being out there, you know, which was fine with me, but she gave me the biggest, tightest hug I ever had in my life. I don't know how I got loose.
He had tears on his cheek and tears in his eyes, and I remember being stunned. I said, Henry Aaron is crying.
What a marvelous moment for baseball. What a marvelous moment for Atlanta and the state of Georgia. What a marvelous moment for the country and the world.